Hello students, to yet another lecture of e-learning, and today we'll be learning one of the most important topics, that is note making. So I'll be dealing with the lesson 3.3 from your textbook, and before I begin telling you about the lesson, I want to tell you some important things which have been decided by the education board. All right. So if you have your textbooks, you can just cancel some lessons from your content column, which the board has already cancelled. So I'll just tell you which those lessons are. In section 1, 1.5, that is the new dress from the prose section. All right. 1.5, the new dress. This all these lessons have been cancelled, but whatever question answers or activities are there behind them, those will be there for your board exams. So don't omit those. Omit only the lesson. Then the next lesson is unit 1.7, that is why we travel. I repeat, unit 1.7, why we travel. All right. Then in section 2, which deals with poetry. So here two poems are cancelled. That is 2.7, She Walks in Beauty. 2.7, She Walks in Beauty. And 2.8 also. 2.8, Small Towns and Rivers. All right. So keep these lessons cancelled in your textbooks, because 25% of the syllabus has been cancelled by the education committee. All right. So these lessons won't be there in your board exams, but all the activities, whatever is there behind the lesson, those will be asked in your exams, in your board exams. All right. So I hope you all are keeping at home, staying safe, not roaming around here and there. And welcome to this class once again. I'll be teaching you unit 3.3 today, which deals with note making. All right. So note making is a very important tool which we all usually need to use, students as well as teachers. Now, why I'm saying teachers? Because I too make use of note making. Suppose if I'm listening to a lecture or if any seminar is there, I always have my notebook and pen outside so I can jot down some important things, all right, which can be used in our life later. Okay, so these are very important things which are going to be dealt with in this particular lesson. And regarding your exam, board exam, so note making is one of the most important things. All right. So we usually do note making to learn in a better way, isn't it? Whatever new points are discussed, we can implement them in our life as well. And it becomes important or necessary as you all are students. So when you are studying any subject, I would say, any of the subjects, so you can keep this habit, like implement it in your life and start taking notes and make them and make your learning easier. All right. Now, with the help of some icebreakers, we will begin our lesson. All right, just a minute. Just a minute, students. Even we are new with this technology and it's a bit difficult for me at least. But I'm learning. All right, finally we've begun. And this is the first icebreaker which is mentioned in our lesson. So we'll just go through it. The first one. Now we take notes for. Why do we usually take notes? We can take notes like for like during any speech or during any lectures or seminars or webinars, isn't it? So it is important for us to take notes, isn't it? Now the next thing is discuss in groups why you take notes. Now, when you are at home, you can just note these things down and think why exactly do we take notes, isn't it? Improvement in listening becomes an active process. Now, over here, when we are taking notes, we are listening in a better way to whatever the teacher is telling or whatever the speaker is telling us. So, it is at that time that we are totally alert and we can mention the notes, like we can mention the important things what the person is telling us. Now, over here, we'll be dealing. Uh, Now over here, improvement in listening is going to be there to remember important things, useful while studying as we can refer to them when needed, and important details are not missed out. So usually notes help us to remember important details so that we don't miss them out when we are studying, especially as you are a student, you can make use of all these things. The next thing which we'll be dealing is note taking and note making. Now, both these skills are totally different, all right? But they are very important. Once you understand them properly, it will be very easy for you to understand and take notes. Now, note taking is something which you are listening to any speaker and writing it down. Note making is something which you do on your own. You write down or take, like your source can be in a number of things, books or the net itself. So you are making your own notes. So that is the basic difference I feel between note taking and note making. So please don't get mixed up between these two. Both the skills are totally different. Note taking is a passive process which is undertaken during the lectures. Now, over here, all these things I have already told you earlier. You are listening to a particular speaker and writing down. The next one, note taking at a glance, gives a complete view of a paragraph or any content which contains the main points and supporting details of what is heard. So, as you're listening to any speaker, you mention those in your notebooks, all right? Now, during a speech or a lecture, taking notes while reading from different books and present for different purposes, right? So, like I told you earlier, now over here you can refer to other books as well and make your own notes. Now, specifically about note making. Note making is a more active and focused writing skill where a concrete complete connection between all relevant concepts and words is drawn to infuse or connect all thoughts together by a method. Now, the methods can be different, all right? Now, there are various types of methods which are used for note making. Two or three of them are mentioned over here, that is points, tree diagram, or a table. Now, there are various other things. It can be a pyramid or a flow chart, all right? So, later I will be showing you some more diagrams or pictures which will be useful for you all. Now, what are the similarities between note taking and note making? So, just have a look at these. Both provide the students with material for easy reference, preparation, and study during an examination. So, it is helpful during exams as well. Both aid the students in remembering the facts easier as it utilizes both reading and listening senses. So you are actively involved in the listening and reading process over here. Both have the same purpose, that is for the students to excel in their studies. Now these two important things, if you start using them in your day-to-day life, no matter whether you're a student or any other in any other field you're working, so definitely you can acquire or use these things to excel, especially for the students because they are more concerned about exams and percentage. So these will help you a bit. Both help the students to concentrate better and effectively. Right? So when you take notes or when you make notes, so you are involved over there, physically writing and listening and searching through various books. All right. So it helps you in a way to learn in a better way instead of just reading any of the books or just browsing through the net and seeing many things available. But when you do it on your own, it is at that time when you start learning in a better way. All right. Now over here, the difference between note taking and note making is given. So we'll go through all these points and see what is given over here. Note taking. Only jotting down points involves no sight interpretation. Now, when you're note taking, all right, when you're listening to a speaker, you are just writing it down in your notebook. All right. So here you just have to listen more carefully, I would say, isn't it? In the note taking process, helps students to see each point clearly along with its link or connection with each other. Now, when you're making particular notes, you can correlate it to the topics given, isn't it? And it's given in a better way. In note taking, very little changes are required. Very little changes are required because you are listening to the speaker, and whatever the speaker is telling or whatever the lecturer is telling, you are writing those things down. Now, even when we are taking lectures, I think so there may be some students who will be writing down some important things which they think are important so that they don't miss out on those. The next one, note making. Easier to change the notes made. All right, now again I'm telling you, note making is something which you yourself are doing. You're not listening to any speaker or any person. All right, you are doing it on your own. So you are free to do any changes over there. All right, taking points from one source at a time. Now over here in note taking, you just listen to a particular speaker and you're taking down points. Only one source is used over here. But in note making, it involves taking of points from different sources. Now over here you are free to use n number of sources in your note making process. So you can refer to many other books You are not restricted to only one particular thing. Over here in note taking, less understanding is there. Why less understanding? Because you are just listening to a particular person over here and you are writing down. So over here, you don't use your brain much. You just listen to the speaker and write it down, whatever he or she are telling you to write down, or whatever you feel is important. Now over here, note making involves more understanding because over here you are reading, writing, plus going through different sources, isn't it? So you are totally involved in this. In note taking, points and notes are written in full form. Points given by sources are taken directly. Alright? You can mention all those points, whatever the speaker is telling you in full form. You don't need to write it in short. But in note making, you often use short forms. Why do we use short forms? So that whatever we are writing, it's concise, not too elaborate. In note taking, only gives the early configuration for the whole topic. So once the lecturer has begun, or if you're listening to any speaker, one particular topic is given. So you have to be confined to that one topic only. All right. But as in note making, it helps the students in capturing its main key. Now here the students are involved in finding out more, like more information through different sources. Alright, so you know the central idea of the note making process. Whatever topic is given over here, you can understand in a better way, I would say. In note taking, notes are made from sources. They are handmade since the time available is limited. Now, usually when we listen to any speaker, we just note down those things, isn't it? We are not using laptops or computers so that we can feed things over there. And it's basically a passive form, I would say. Whereas in note making, constructed by the learner themselves in handmade or in computer typed form. Now over here, the learner is free to use many sources. You can acquire it from different sources. Whether you can write it down or on the computer, whatever you feel easier, you can do it. And here, time is like the restriction of time is not there, I would say. That would be another point which is not mentioned here. But I feel that it is totally important because you can use your own free time here. You can continue to make notes for 15 minutes or 20 minutes or whatever. But over here in note taking, once the speaker is done, say about 1 hour or so, the time limit is given over here, isn't it? So you also stop making notes at that, taking notes at that particular time. But here in note making, you are free to use whatever time is there in your hand and you can be more creative over here. All right. So just go through these points properly, and I hope that you don't get confused. And once you start acquiring these skills in your day to day learning, they will be obviously very helpful in your exams also. And if you want to score better marks, obviously it will be very, very helpful. So the next topic which we'll be dealing is styles of note making, tables, charts. Now in charts, there are various things that is bar charts, pie charts, flow charts, line graph, tree diagrams, pictograms, maps and plans. So there is a variety of things which helps you in the note making process. Alright. So there are few pictures which I will be showing you. Some are taken from the textbook itself and some from other sources like the some other notes available. All right. So I'll try to make it much more simpler for you to understand so that you will be able to use it in your daily life. So the next one is the example of a tabular chart. Now, what exactly is a tabular chart? Now, over here on the screen, you can see a table divided into rows and columns. All right. So, in the columns, title formed by examples is given over here properly. All right. And the title as well is mentioned over here. Rocks, soil made by, then types of rocks, igneous. Now, how are they formed? When molten material becomes cooler and solidified. Now, what are the examples of igneous rock? That is granite. Second one, sedimentary rocks. These are pieces of material flowed into sea which were cemented into rocks. Examples, shale, limestone, chalk. Metamorphic rocks, heat of lava changed the surface underneath, and the examples are slate and marble. Alright, so these particular charts make understanding very easy, I would say, because over here you just have a glance at the particular chart or whatever is given in the tabular form, and you understand everything properly, isn't it? For example, take your timetable, isn't it? From Monday to Saturday, days are mentioned along with the subjects and the timing. So once you have a look at the timetable, you know what lectures are going to be there on Monday, same as well for the rest of the entire week. And then you can fill your bags accordingly. Yes. So it's a very simple form of tabular chart displaying like whatever is given. It's easy to understand, I would say. So tabular charts, timetables, just have a glance at it and you know what is going to happen next. The information is given in a concise form over here. The next one is a tree diagram. Now, this particular picture is taken from your textbook itself, from the poem The Inkscape Rock. You can go through it and see for yourself. Now, at present over here, I'll just read the question and explain you what is given in this particular tree diagram. Read the following tree diagram and find out more information about opportunities in on of the shore, the Indian Navy. So we know what is the main topic over here. Now again tree diagrams are very easy to understand because main things are mentioned over there. All right. Join Indian Navy. Now as we all know that it is the nation's pride, isn't it? And skills are required for naval related jobs. So what are those skills? They are mentioned below. All right. Rigorous training for skill development. You just can't be selected for these trainings, isn't it? You have to do lot of hard work. And once you're selected, again there is lot of things which you need to implement in your life. And that becomes a way of discipline for your life in a way, right? So rigorous training for skill development. There are various ways of doing so. First, it can be defense studies. Then second, physical and mental skill training. Physical exercises or trainings are done. Plus, in the same way, mental skill training is also done over here. So you can be in any situation when you are in the Indian Navy. Maybe you're trapped, all right, whatever. So how can you think and sort out things for yourself? How can you save yourself? Now these trainings, these skills are mentioned over here, and you have to like you have to implement those wherever you are, in whatever field you are, especially in Indian Navy here. What type of an attitude will you have and team spirit? So you learn different types of attitudes here, how your body language should be, or whatever you are doing, what will be your attitude. And one very important thing, that is the importance of team spirit. So obviously we all know the importance of unity, isn't it? So over here team spirit is very important. Fine. So now navigation and direction. Careers in merchant navy are mentioned over here. Now on and off the shore, there are many things mentioned. Executive level, ocean engineering, marine research, communications, marine scientist, cargo management, marine archaeology. All right. And if you know, like if you want to find out more information, obviously you can log on to this website of the government, Join Indian Navy. All right. And you can get lot of information. Now, this is important for the girls as well. I would specifically stress on this. Even girls can do these jobs, all right? Even boys, usually they tend to go for all these things, but it's a wonderful field for the girls as well, all right? So go through these pictures, and tomorrow we will be seeing the next things what are given in a lesson. So at present, I will be stopping over here so that you can revise the topic what I have taught you today. All right. Thank you so much. May God bless you all and take care of yourself as well as the people around you. Thank you so much.